Mike Cardano with Roto Experts and the Fantasy Sports Network, back from my 1-week hiatus. I'm here to talk about top tournament daily fantasy plays for Week 11 as we strive to find NFL players with big upside and potential low ownership to help you separate from the field and climb your tournament leaderboard in daily fantasy. So let's get right to it and start with the quarterback position. Now, with so many expensive quarterbacks in good matchups, RG3 will go under-owned this week. Plus, his low price tag will allow you to create a unique combination around him. Now, Griffin clearly is not the quarterback that he used to be, but keep in mind, 2 years ago he led the entire NFL with 0.7 of a fantasy point per dropback. He has a tremendously high ceiling this week if he can recapture some of that magic. He'll be facing a Tampa Bay team ranked 31st in pass defense according to Football Outsiders and 30th in pass coverage according to Pro Football Focus. Do not be deterred by Mark Ingram's rising price tag. If Kyrie Robinson and Pierre Thomas remain out, he has top 5 running back upside on the week. And with those two out, Ingram has been receiving massive market shares in the running game, accounting for more than 80% of the team's carries the past 3 weeks. Now, over that time span, he has also been giving a whopping 17 red zone opportunities. That expected volume meets a likely favorable game script this week, as the Saints are 7-point home favorites, have the 4th highest team total, and are facing a Bengals run defense that is dead last in the NFL according to Football Outsiders. Pairing Pierre Garçon with Griffin will give you one of the cheapest quarterback wide receiver combos with tournament winning upside. As we talked about with Griffin, the Tampa Bay defense has been awful against the pass this season. More specifically, they are dead last in DVOA against opposing teams' number 1 wide receivers. Now look for Garçon to have a breakout game. A career low 10.9 yards per catch is masking the fact that he is still Washington's most targeted wide receiver. Andre Holmes lags behind teammate James Jones in targets, and he's coming off a horrific performance in which he didn't catch a pass. Still, there's plenty of upside here. He's the most explosive wide receiver on the Oakland roster. Of receivers with 20 or more targets, Holmes is leading the team in yards per catch and fantasy points per opportunity. And at 6'4", Holmes is also the team's best red zone threat at wide receiver. Oakland is 5th in the NFL in pass attempts per game, as they often find themselves in negative game scripts. That is expected to happen once again as 10-point underdogs against San Diego this week. And with Oakland throwing early and often against Football Outsiders' second worst defense, Holmes will have plenty of chances to recreate the 31.3 DraftKings points that he laid on San Diego in Week 6. Sometimes winning a tournament is knowing which position to simply play the chalk. This week, that position is tight end. No other player has a higher probability of finishing the week as the top fantasy player at his respective position than Rob Gronkowski. He's crushing tight ends in fantasy points per opportunity with a .68 mark, which would also lead wide receivers with 40 or more targets. Now, the opportunities for Gronkowski keep rising as well. He played 78 of 86 snaps against Denver, receiving at least 9 targets for the 5th straight week. With a potential shootout on tap against Colts and New England boasting the 5th highest team total on the week, Gronkowski is the type of player that you want to build your tournament teams around. For a more in-depth analysis on top tournament daily fantasy plays during the season, head on over to rotoexperts.com and sign up for the Daily Fantasy Football Package. Our experts, Drew Dinkmeyer and Mike Leone, get you ready each week with strategy articles, site-specific cheat sheets, and recommendations that highlight the top value plays each week and send you updated injury information right to your inbox with our Live Alerts feature. Become a member of the Daily Fantasy Rundown team at rotoexperts.com by signing up for the Daily Fantasy Football Package. For Roto Experts and the Fantasy Sports Network, I'm Mike Cardano.